Hey, what's up, classic TV and movie fans? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Hogan's Heroes. Now, I'm really excited to bring you this video and this episode because we've been focusing lately into the Christmas episodes, or at least the Christmas specials on many of these TV shows and so forth. But today, as I mentioned, Hogan's Heroes is an interesting one. It is a tricky one because one can say that there's a bit of a debate. There's no overt, just obvious Christmas episode on Hogan's Heroes. There was a lot of snow, there was a lot of cold temperatures in the show, but some people may say, well, how about the episode Everybody Loves a Snowman? The one with Hockstetter and the snowman, and at the end he just gets pummeled with all the snow as he's trying to find where the tunnel was. Not really an official or obvious Christmas episode. Some other people may say War Takes a Holiday. Now in that one, they pretend that the war is over. The war is over? It's such a great episode, but really, is it a Christmas episode? Well, not really. This is the one that I think is the hidden Christmas episode. That is, all the elements are there to make it a Christmas episode without the show coming out and saying, hey, this is our Christmas episode. One thing to keep in mind is that Hogan's Heroes, many of the people who worked on the show, who were actors on the show, were Jewish. In fact, a lot of the actors who played the Germans were Jewish themselves, and of course, that alludes to Hanukkah. So Christmas, we're talking about a Christian holiday. So if we talk about Christmas, the episode that aired October 22nd, 1965 from season 1. It's only the 6th episode, so it was very early in the run into the series of Hogan's Heroes. It's called The Prisoner's Prisoner. I think it is one of the funniest of the Hogan's Heroes scripts because why they decide to capture a German general, put him into the camp, make Clink think that he's actually the Grey Phantom, or that he's one of these guys who can disguise himself as anyone, even a German general. So Clink keeps him in the camp, and it's pretty hilarious because he is trying to get out. So the heroes are trying to find out some information from the general. The only way they can do that is to trick him into thinking that he's dying, that he has this horrible disease. They even mention funny things like shakalitis and so forth. And now this episode is supposed to take place in the month of September. And they have this really funny scene where they come out with a makeshift Christmas tree. Even Schultz dressed up as Santa, which is absolutely great. They throw feathers around pretending it's snow. They sing him Christmas carols, and they think, why if this is September? Well, the joke is that they want him to quote-unquote see Christmas before his ultimate demise. Of course, the general is not sick at all. They just want that information. And it is so great to see everything come together. All the elements that the heroes create, even being able to trick Schultz into becoming and dressing up as Santa, which is just hilarious. Now, I made an interview with the son, the real son of Howard Kane, Lyle Kane. Now, Lyle told me that while he was on set during one of these episodes, he actually saw John Banner, who did play Schultz, dressed up as Santa. So this was most likely for this episode, and he sat on his lap and everything, and a lot of the kids of the actors were able to interact with him, and he said it was such a wonderful experience. As I mentioned, it's kind of an unofficial Christmas episode, which it makes sense. You know, Ed Feldman, the people who were the head of the show and so forth. I mean, it was one of those things where it was becoming a common thing to bring Christmas into TV shows. I mean, the first one to do it, as I mentioned, I made a video on this, was I Love Lucy in the Christmas show. Then we also see Gilligan's Island do it, and this was the mid-60s. So it became a common thing. But how would they do this in a prisoner of war camp? Well, this was a great way to kind of sneak it in there and pay tribute to the holiday for many people, to Christmas, to the real meaning of Christmas, the joy that it brings. And they were trying to bring this quote-unquote joy to this general. I don't know. It's a wonderful episode. I want to know your thoughts down below. Have you seen this episode? What do you think about it? And are you liking these Christmas-style videos? There won't be too many of them left because Christmas is quickly approaching. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's. We'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks for the support. And most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to everyone for the support, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Citizen Kane 359, David D, Greg S, Kevin K, Ricky, Sally N, Ulysses the P, and Vito L. If you want to join the Patreon family, links are in the description. Thank you.